What's going on? How y'all doing? I'm RedEyeAV, artist, producer, podcaster, all that good stuff. And today I want to do an overview of FL Studio. Let's get right into it. See, FL Studio is one of those things that no matter what genre you're doing, or if you're doing music, podcasting, or all of those sorts of things, scoring, it's definitely the perfect digital audio workstation. And whether you're a seasoned producer or somebody that's just getting into whatever you're getting into in regards to mixing, mastering, creating music, it's user friendly, it's easy to navigate, and it's an ideal choice for anybody that's a beginner. That's why a lot of people are using it. And what you see right here is the channel rack. It's one of the most important and one of the most foundational things regarding FL Studio. This step sequencer here, it makes the magic happen. And now most DAWs have step sequencers, like Logic even has one, Studio One has one, a lot of different ones have one, but the difference is with FL Studio, the building blocks of your song, your score, or whatever you're doing, this is always present. It's always present for you to do. So I'm actually going to pull up one of the actually, I'm just going to put in some of these drums here, and then I'll show you what I'm talking about. I'm going to use the Internet Money drums. I like their drums a lot. So the way that this works is simply you're able to place draw in your notes based on what you got, right? I'm going to try to keep it super simple. All right, so I got some drums in here that I just dropped in here, and so it's pretty cool how you're able to just literally draw in notes and get working right away, right? So you can fill in your notes accordingly, and right, so this would be where you see the start of this step sequencer. If you're a musical person or a rhythmic person, when you start things on the one, that's what this is right here. When you see that going right here. Now, this is pretty straightforward. So I'm just going to draw some notes and then kind of just show you what it can sound like and how quickly you can put a beat pattern together. Oh, there we go. Why does it sound like that? There we go. All right, here we go. Hey, there we go. Let me go ahead and turn off the infinite on this. Hey, here we go. Now, one thing I want to note and point out with this as well is that there's also a piano roll that you can access within your step sequencer as well. Now, again, this is common amongst DAWs, but again, with the step sequencer being like ever present, this makes this very easy to use. So, for example, I want to make sure that this is this is a 808 that's been tuned to the key of C, and I'm gonna make sure that it's the right octave before I start doing it. So I right click on here, you see the piano roll, boom. Again, it's right at the key of C, octave 2, right here, right? And so I can make this whatever I wanted to, right? And I can do, right? And then it's cool because you have all these tools. I won't get into it right away, but all these tools that you can do, snapping things into grid. You can quantize in specific ways. You can create strumming patterns, strumming light patterns with the shortcuts in here. But I'm just going to do just some real quick. Oh, what's going on here? Oops. Ooh, look. And that overlap too. It's two ways of getting rid of that kind of overlapping. The cool thing, again, this is not unique to just FL Studio, but you're able to go on this option here and cut itself. That means the sound cuts off when it hears or notices another signal going at the same time. So here we go. So that's super cool. So let's take a look into, I'm gonna add one of the stock plugins on here. So there are a lot of stock plugins. As you can see on this left side, I kind of breezed right past it, but this is your sound bank, where your plugins are, the ones you installed at a third party, the ones that are native, and all of your sound banks that you have in here. So if we go on our plugin database and we're looking at a generator, so like a lot of these, some of these are my third party plugins. And so I don't really want to mess with those, because I kind of want to show you that you can kind of get loose with the stock plugins that are in here, low key. So what we're going to do for right here, so we see right here all of the fruity plugins that come with this producer edition. It's super cool. Well, some of them don't. If you get the plugin bundle, it comes with everything, the signature edition. But some of these things I've purchased. I'm going to use Flex. This is one of the newest plugins. And when I tell you that there's so much in here, so a lot of people use Contact when producing and stuff like that. And I'm not going to say this is Contact, but I am going to say that there are a lot of things in here that you're able to use that are similar. And since it's native, it gets to working right away. So, and by the way, so this transport right here, you see the play, the stop, the record, the metronome to kind of keep you on beat. I know I just breeze right through it again. I'm trying to do an overview. Right here, typing keyboard, that's a plug. So anytime I don't have my MIDI keyboard, it's like right over there. I don't have it plugged up. I can literally either hit Command T or I can select this. And now my keyboard, my typing keyboard is my keyboard. But I'm not going to use plucks. Let's try to use something. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. So this is the star theme again, and it sounds a little stocky, but you can adjust it. That's what I like about I love when plugins have these kind of the knobs here that you can control the cutoff, you can control the attack, the delay, all of that sort of stuff. I'm not going to get into it right now, but that's very powerful when you have a plugin that you can do all of that sort of stuff in. So let me go ahead and I do all this stuff out here. I've been doing this for a really long time, so I know that I want some chords that are going to be like in a key of C minor. So that's what I'm going to go ahead and draw in here. So I'm running this off a MacBook Air. You can literally hear the fan going. But what I like about FL Studio is how you're able to commit to your decisions when you're playing music out. Everything doesn't just have to stay in the synthesizer or the plugin that you're using. So what I do is that I come over here. I dropped this synthesizer, this pattern in a different, or this what we just drew out in a different pattern. Right? And I went ahead and committed to it. What do I mean by that? I took the pattern that I drew out. I'm able to right click on a pattern that's in this arrangement window, which is when you're putting patterns together and you're arranging them, you put them in this arrangement playlist, this window. And I go render and replace. I'm not going to do it because I just did it. And when you render and replace, it bounces whatever you have out as a wave. So now that pattern that I have is a wave, and it's no longer taxing the CPU that you can see right here in this top right corner. That was what was giving me a hard time just now. So now I have this. Now I have this wave here. I have these set of drums. Now we have this here, right? So we were just in pattern mode. We're switching to song mode to get to this playlist, to play this playlist, and this is what it sounds like. Right? Another thing I want to show y'all is the mixer. This mixer has been updated many times. It looks really good. Right here, if you click in this part of this transport menu, you see the mixer. And what I'm going to go ahead and do, because I'm a person that, like, I'm not a huge fan of air and low end in my synthesizer or that instrument when I want my drums to kick through. So I'm going to go through here. Some of these are third-party plugins, but I'm going to use a stock EQ, which I use on like all my projects, which is the FL, there we go, Parametric EQ 2. All right, so that Parametric EQ. So we have the Parametric EQ, and now you're going to be able to see the synthesizer come through here. I'm not going to mix everything. I just want to show you a little bit of what's going on, and then you'll be able to see what I'm able to do. So as you can see, it's a pretty powerful EQ. I was able to cut out that low end that was in that synthesizer. I probably could have done it in the plugin itself, but just for the sake of demonstration, this is going to be your bread and butter when using this whole thing and you're mixing, you're trying to put things together, you're taking out EQs. It's a really good thing. And this mixer has a lot of kind of functionalities. I can pan things left and right. You got the standard volume. You can separate things to put them in mono or stereo, which is really cool. I'm not going to do that right now because it doesn't really make sense. But as you can see, FL Studio is this program that you can do a lot of different things in. I'm definitely going to be doing a lot of cooking up beats videos and stuff like that. So if you're like not sold on this program yet, I'm gonna make you a believer, trust me. All right, so what you need to know is, in conclusion, FL Studio is an incredible piece of music software, and it's perfect no matter where you are in your music career, whether you're starting, whether you're just trying to switch to something different or try something new. I'm always gonna go to bat for FL Studio. It's a must-have tool. Lifetime free updates. It's not going to set you back like Pro Tools and all them other ones is. FL Studio is the truth. So definitely follow the link in my description. Download you a demo. Just mess around in it and just see if you like it. See if you don't like it. Come back for the next video as I kind of get a little more specific in making beats and other tutorials as well. Hit that like and subscribe button if this was helpful for you, added value to you. All right, y'all. Peace.